Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to King Midas Collects here on the YouTube channel. We got a special video for you. I really don't even know where to begin. There's so many books and boxes and things not bagged and boarded appropriately that I can't keep up anymore. I think it's, if it wasn't already overwhelming, it's extremely overwhelming now. I say this because there was an amazing sale over the weekend out of Crofton, Maryland. To be continued comics. So shout out to Keith, Frankie, Alex, and everyone there at the shop for having one of the coolest blowout sales I've ever seen. These guys have a ton of storage units, a ton of books, collections that they bought. They decided, hey, the hell with it. Instead of getting a 5th, 6th storage unit full of boxes, why don't we just get rid of as many books as we can? A lot of these books were, boxes, these collections were unprocessed. So they can't, you can't go through all of them in an orderly amount of time. So he said, you know what, let's put them all in the store, $5 or less. Every single book was priced $1 to $5, no more than $5. Of course, there was like 30% off on slabs that they had in the shop, but this was really to showcase and focus on these unprocessed books. And I tell you what, there was like hundreds of boxes. People came in there with short boxes ready to go to pick up books. You had Omega Men 3's first appearance of Lobos, everyone was finding. A ton of Darth Vader keys, modern stuff. There's a ton of Silver Age books. Condition varies here and there, but for the most part, a lot of these books were in pretty decent condition. And then there was like stuff that were thrown in where you just find newsstands from like 2009, 2010. Randomly hiding in there. There was a golden ticket book for you to get Thrawn #1, Star Wars Heir of the Empire, or first appearance of Thrawn. If you found the ticket, somebody found it, got a $900 book. Amazing. They kept having certain keys on the wall, and they're small keys like a West Coast Avengers 56 or Captain Carter #1, which is like a $10 book. Things like that, still going for $5. What we did, and I knew that they would cut me a discount if I grabbed a ton of books. I ended up filling, I think, 2 long boxes total. So I had one full long box, like 3/4 of another long box, a short box, and half of another short box, all full of books. So I knew they weren't going to count them all. I knew a lot of those books were just going to be like, here, we'll just make this all $1 to make it easier. Had a great steal. So I'm going to show you guys that as soon as we get processed through it. But I have a lot of other things we're going to go through first, which is why we're making another video. I've already rambled for 3 minutes, so let's start showing you some books. This came in from eBay. The reason why I bought this was because there is a ASM 603. Is it 603 or 601? The J. Scott Campbell, Mary Jane, controversial cover, her sitting on the couch. There was an Archie Valentine's Day special 2023 where they homaged it, so I've been trying to get that book. But while I was searching for it, we ended up finding this, which is another homage to one of the greatest Archie comics here. So this is number 50, or homaging 50 with Cheryl Blossom. So Archie 50 is supposed to be one of those headlight covers, and as you can tell, as she's sitting on the couch, why? Look at that picture of Archie. You know what he's staring at. So that is an awesome book. Glad to have it. Let's move along. So this was my things from, my MyComicShop order from last week. It was a huge order because I was picking up some other books that I was missing from the last 2 weeks. So we'll just show you what we have here, and we're going to go along and show you as many books as we can. Hellboy in Love, issue number 3. Really enjoy that series. Hellboy has always been an easy read, so they're always fun to read. Spawn Unwanted Violence, issue number 2. 2-issue miniseries there. That's the B version, or the B Virgin version, excuse me. Next up, we picked up 2 of these because it's all the hype right now. And I've been actually getting these books. I'm just missing 2 issues. Essentia, number 15. We decided to pick up 2 of them. I believe the thing is, if you have issues 13 through 17, there's a coupon in each one of those books. You turn in the coupon to get some exclusive rare J. Scott Campbell cover. So people are paying attention to these Essentia books now. There's a great Lucio Parillo cover for issue number 5, I believe, 3 or 5. both a clothed and a full nude variant. There's a David Nakayama cover. A lot of known artists working on this unknown series. Next up, Abolition of Man, issue number 5. I think I'm the only one reading that book because this AI thing is just mind-boggling to me. Black History of Mother Yoda, issue number 4, Mace Windu. We have Dragon Age, The Missing, issue number 2. Video games, of course. Tiger Division number 4. I accidentally bought this twice. I had this in my order from Things from Another World, so now I have 2 copies of that. Might just sell one at the flea market. We have Immortal X-Men number 1. The Mark Brooks variant there. We also have the Virgin. I didn't bring them over. We'll save that for a new comic book day tomorrow. Tarot, 138. This is a 23rd anniversary edition of the book. Next up, Black Adam issue number 8. I'm pretty sure this is one of the incentives. It'll say it down here. The 1 in 25 variant. We got it for $8 because we knew nobody was going to be picking it up. Lazarus Planet Omega number 1. The Federici cover there. Gorgeous. Scary. Gorgeous. And another here for Ariel Cologne, I believe. I can't remember who actually did this cover, but this cover is pretty cool. Next up, we got some Darkwing Duck issue number 2 covers here. So this is a Virgin. Issue K, 2K. The black and white Nakayama of the cover B. We showed this last week. I guess we have 2 copies of this now. Another one that we can just move at the flea market. Somebody will want these Darkwing Duck books. Another Virgin there. Kapow! Quack kapow. Excuse me. Said it wrong. Doing the John Christopher JTC, toy covers here for Launchpad. And another Darkwing Duck. So much Darkwing Duck there. That was a lot. I believe this is just the B cover for Flash 793. I thought this one was really cool. Yep. Not a 1 in 25 or anything. Barbaric How to Pay issue number 2, B cover. Walking Dead 56, Francis Manapul covers there. Deluxe. Titans United Blood Pack 6, this is the 1 in 25 Lyrics variant. Sorry you can't see Starfire there, but she's really the prettiest one out of them all there. The Trident of Aurelia. I just saw this on CBSI, the cover fire. I love when Mike does his cover fire every week, so he mentioned this book, so we picked it up because I'm a sucker for good art. Next up, this one is cool. We got 2 copies of this Muertana. So this is from Veritalk Studios, the studio of Glenn Danzig. Yep, Danzig himself. Misfits fame. So he's published books for a long time now, and because that Jack White cover was going crazy, I guess they're saying go after Danzig covers, but he's been doing it forever and nobody's noticed. Boogeyman issue number 5, I believe, 6. Virgin there. A bunch of these because I just absolutely love it. This is Draculina Blood Simple, the Lucio Parillo Virgins here. So we got the tint, or the violet, and then the tint. There's the normal cover there. This is a 1 in 10. And then we also picked up the Virgin as well because I think that cover is just absolutely awesome. I guess I didn't realize that there was more Darkwing Duck. There's 2 more icon covers there. I'll move my keyboard a little bit so I can put some of these books down here because I have already run out of room. Gargoyles, issue number 3. That's a Virgin cover there, I believe. Banshee number 1. New horror book from Scout Comics. We have Saga 62. We showed this one last week. We had to get another copy of it. These are cool. Liquid Cool. Whatnot Publishing is killing it. Not to be confused with Whatnot. I know a lot of people have problems with Whatnot. Whatnot Publishing kind of does their own thing. David Mack on that Liquid Kill. Then we have this variant cover here that I thought was sick. And then some more because Whatnot Publishing has been homaging video games and anime, and I just think it's fantastic. That's the A cover there. And I want to show this one because I just thought this was an awesome cover here. It's like a bondage cover almost. And then not only that, but we found the black and white as well. Kind of scooped these up before they disappeared from MyComicShop. We got the 1 in 25 Ghost in the Shell variant here. Ghost in the Shell homage variant, excuse me. And then, of course, one of my favorite games of all time, Metal Gear Solid, homaging the second game, I believe. But that is sweet. So we picked up 3 copies of that one, actually. Wonder Woman 796, the Black History Month variant there. Then we got the 1 in 25 Andy Kubert black and white variant there for Superman #1. You can also get the normal cover for the variant price of, what is it, $5.99, $6.99 maybe. Philadelphia issue 28, just another one on the cover fire. That was an awesome cover. Love this 1 in 10 Clayface One Bad Day cover, kind of like an old Hollywood movie poster there. Beautiful book. Here are, this one's pretty cool too, Vampiress Carmilla. Kind of been liking to pick these up because it's like a throwback to those Harris Vampirella magazines that they did in the 70s. So, pretty cool. A little throwback there if you love your magazines. And how are we going to do this? I'm just going to go down the line here. This is some of the stuff that we picked out of the sale. So I just thought this was just really, really cool stuff. Actually, I think that's all something else. I think all the sale stuff's over here. I'm going to organize that. I guess I'll show you a few things. There's these prints. I don't know how to grade these or if they're anything of significance, but this is the new 52 Justice League. These are black and white prints of issue number 7, I believe, and then issue number 8. So it's just a print, but they're Jim Lee sketches, so I think that's pretty cool. People love stuff like that. Here's one of the books that was in there. See, it was kind of stuff like this, right? Hulk issue 153. Kind of, my thing was like, okay, well, they're going to give this to me for $3. I'll take it 153 because I don't have it. No grade, or low grade is better than no grade. And it was already in Mylar, so that's kind of already paying for itself. I think in its condition, I would only feel comfortable selling it. It was like $4 or something. But looking it up, it's like a $48 book in near mint, maybe more. I'm probably not saying it correctly, but and here's some other stuff here. 211, and this one's actually in really nice shape. So that's stuff like that. But here's what I was talking about with some of those Marvel late 2000s newsstands, where if you can read that there, it says Marvel Adventures. So that's how you know it doesn't say direct edition. That's how you know that issue 603 here is a newsstand. And then the same with issue 602, Marvel Adventures. So that's pretty cool. That already makes it a rare book. We had some Baby Teeth. So Baby Teeth issue number 2. These are variants here. Issue number 1 here is like a $30 book because Torpedo Comics variant, I believe. Issue number 1, $10. Donny Cates. Let's put Donny Cates on the map. He's already been around, but like it wasn't until this came out that they put him on the map. Again, I got these for $1. So we'll take it any day. Legion of Superheroes issue number 6. Apparently this is like a $10, $15 book because it introduces a few Dr. Fate, Superboy, a couple other characters to the team. So that has some significance. That's pretty cool. We found newsstand copies of Amazing Spider-Man 408. So there's 2 of them there. We'll take it all day. I didn't have it. We have the Origin of Venom in ASM Annual 26. We'll take it. The 4th printing and the last printing I didn't have of Amazing Spider-Man 583, the Obama cover. That was the last one I didn't have, so that was pretty cool. I had this really awesome 1 per store Spider-Man Deadpool number 1.mu, so all the like the Monster Unleashed variants here. I think this one is pretty neat. Reminds me of that Bugs Bunny cartoon where he was cutting the hair for that monster. Pretty funny stuff. Edge of Spider-Geddon, issue number 4. First appearance of that character, so that's technically a key. Spidey, issue number 9. The Super Stories. There's like a really sick sports cover that they did for this series that I really want to find. But again, it was like $2 for this, I believe. And it's in my line. Morbius, number 1. No poly bag, but take it for $1. Absolute Carnage, Miles Morales, number 1. Apparently this is like a $10 book for whatever reason. People are buying it for that price. Real sales online, according to cover price. You found cool variants like this. This is the 1 in 25 Jurjevic Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 1. It's got a $20 price tag because that's what it sold for way back when. I don't think it commands that value anymore. It's like about a $12 book. But I love hard to find variants. So there you go. Speaking of other hard to find variants, Thor issue number 1. This is a zombie variant, Arthur Sudyum. But there's also another one where Thor is actually fully zombified. So there's 2 different versions of that. Next up, we have issue 22 of the Mighty Thor. I think this is like the first appearance of Cinder. I think that's her name, the character right here. So that is the first appearance. Key book, minor key. Mighty Thor 20 is a Mary Jane cover. Really, really enjoy that. Is it Ryan Brown? Looks like it says Ryan Brown. These are pretty cool. Crypto Dawn number 1. So any Dawn books that I see, I just love Lisner, so we'll pick them up. Dawn issue number 3 and number 2. Of course, this is the second series because the first series, Cry for Dawn, those are the ones you want to find. This is pretty sick. Issue 25 of Iron Fist. I believe there's a key in this, and I would say I think I was saying that this was like a mid-grade. It's like a 6. It's got a little bit of a split at the top there, but it's intact. These are really cool. I was looking for these Middleton Aquamans for the 2016 Rebirth series. So there's issue 16. Then we have issue 22 and issue 23. Didn't have these. This one was really nice. Glad this one was there. And then issue number 10. Very cool. And then I'll show you some couple of Golden Age stuff here. Just 2 of them for now. We'll save the rest for tomorrow. But there's Golden Age stuff as well. So there's Tomahawk issue 33. So the 33rd issue of Tomahawk. At one point, they were trying to sell it off for $45. This was in there. They put this in the $5 pile just because it was older. 10 center. That's about a 3.5. Low grade, but kind of cool to see that for next to nothing. So we try to throw a lot of those in. This is cool and means a lot to me. So I'm gonna end the video on John Carter of Mars number 1. Edgar Rice Burroughs, John Carter of Mars, gold key. As you can see, not in the best shape. Chipped up, bends. The cover is barely hanging on. But this is the first issue, and John Carter was just a book that I had as a kid that I would read over and over and over again. So I've always been a big fan. And of course, when World of Mars was being written in the 2010s by Dynamite, I was picking up every cover. I have those hard to find, sought after Lucio Barrio variants or covers. They're just cover Bs of Deja Thoris that are like minimum $40 on eBay. So good stuff. Really like that series. I even like the Disney movie that they made. A lot of people didn't like that. So I thought it was an all-right action flick. Anyway, there's going to be like 3 or 4 videos in the next couple of days showcasing everything. I still have a long box right next to me to go through. As you can see right behind me, those 2 boxes right there, literally right behind me, are books that need to be processed as well. So what do we pay for everything? I got to show you the slab too. We got a slab for $200. That was discounted, and like I said, about 2 full long boxes for $800. And I'll tell you right now, as I'm pricing everything conservatively, we're already like $3,000 for what I paid for. Now, we're never going to get that, but even getting half of that, we're already well past that 800. So I think we did pretty good. I've been waiting for this sale, so I saved the money for it, and it was really, really fun time to dig through those boxes. Hope they do it again, because those guys have a lot of inventory, or other shops take notice and do cool things like this. So shout out to Be Continued there in Crofton, Maryland, if you ever decide to come visit this side of town. Anyway, that was a long video, so I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll see you tomorrow for New Comic Book Day, first day of March. Wow, we're already in March. Hey, as always, bag of boredom. We'll see you in the next one.